Welcome back, everybody. The wrap-up week 0 of the high school football season in 2013. And we got a lot of good looks at some of our bigger schools in that first set. Now we go to some other big schools, Bushland and Borger, Matt, and this is going to be an interesting one. We picked this game for a reason, and that's because there's a couple things to take from it. Bushland offensively has a chance to be really good this year.
Yeah, quarterback Taylor Cornelius, a very highly touted quarterback in the state of Texas. 6'6", you can't find that everywhere.
He'll have a chance to do some things at the next level, but we don't know how they'll play on defense and if they can, get some of those stops that they'll need to get to their ultimate goals. What a test in the first week. Borger, who can pound the rock as well as anybody and who will compete in 3A, we think, again this year for a district title. That's one of the games we picked. We'll go over those standings in a minute, but let's take you to the highlights now as we go out to Borger for the opener between these two teams. And we start you off in the first quarter. No score. Bushland's Cornelius. That's Taylor Cornelius. 15 yards up the field to Brian Gillette. Nice touchdown pass there. That makes it 6-0. Very next play, Dion Blakemore. Blakemore, watch him go, and we got a few minutes to chat here because Blakemore is going to take this one all the way. 89 yards for the Bulldogs, getting it going early on special teams in front of the home crowd. Nice job there by Blakemore.
There too.
Play of the week candidate, perhaps, I think.
Possibly.
So. 7-6, they'd make their extra point. Then watch this pass by Taylor Cornelius.
Ooh, an even better grab.
This is a very controversial play in the game. They say
it's complete to Bushland.
They say it's complete to Bushland. Borger fans wanted the interception. Tie usually goes to the receiver. Bushland gets the win, 20-7 in that one. Dalhart, Sanford Fritch. Second quarter, 14-0. Dalhart on top. Fritch's Ryan Blakely sacked, fumbled, big hit. Hit of the week candidate, perhaps. Sanford Fritch recovers, 5-yard loss on the play. Still second quarter, still 14-0. Blakely with the ball, though. And he's going to get most of that back on this run. A 13-yard scamper up the field for the Eagles. Nice job there. Dalhart with the ball now. Guillermo Davia.
He did this all year last year.
They did. They lost some talented runners, but they bring Davia back. A touchdown of one run. Take a couple seconds, but they call it. Dalhart gets the win, 26-8 over Sanford Fritch.
Canadian taking on River Road. 2A and 3A action. Canadian, one of our possible state title contenders. A big quarterback in Ben Arbuckle, but he can't do much from his back as Taylor Fulgham with the sack for the River Road Wildcats.
Watch what he can do from his feet, though.
Same drive. Arbuckle back, and he launches a deep ball to his best friend on the field, Boston Hudson. Been there for a while, very experienced wide receiver, and he's going to take it to the end zone untouched. 7-0 Canadian with the early lead. Then later in the first quarter, more Arbuckle, looking deep again. Quack, quack. Throws a duck, but Braden Galla makes a very nice contention on the ball, catches at its highest point. That's what you're told. And then he would be rewarded for those efforts as Arbuckle goes back to him in the red zone for the touchdown. 14-0 for the Canadian Wildcats. 48-21 your final as Canadian gets the victory. Wellington taking on Childress. A battle of powers on the ground. 4,000 yards between the running backs last season. First quarter, no score. Thomas Freeman with a short pass to Deshad Hughes. He's going to break some tackles, get loose, and finally gets hit out of bounds after getting a nice first down. Then the later second quarter, no score. Wellington's Clark Ashmore. Snap goes over his head, recovers, and throws it to Smiley Granados for the touchdown. 2-point conversion, good. Play of the week candidate, 8-0. Skyrockets in the lead. Then later it's more Hughes as he's going to punch one into the end zone. But Wellington goes on to get the victory by a final of 22-6.
That's an impressive defensive performance by the Skyrockets. Maybe the thing to take away from that. Thursday action between Pampa and Iowa Park. They had to play it in Holiday, actually. Couldn't get on that new field in Iowa Park, not quite done yet. First quarter, no score. Tyler Hooper on 3rd and 12 to Cody Maddox, then Hooper again on 3rd and long. This time, Joseph Radke roughing the passer after the play. Another first down as Pampa continues to move it. Now 3rd and goal. Hooper again to Maddox. Touchdown, Pampa. Extra point would be no good, 6-0 Harvesters. The ensuing kickoff, though, Iowa Park gets it right back. Cole Oxford. And Oxford.
Who?
Takes it around the right side and all the way into the end zone.
There wasn't even a hand on him.
Iowa Park goes on to get the win, 36-12. Let's take you to Dimmit, where Farwell and the Steers come to visit the Bobcats. First quarter, no score. Dimmit's Jesus Aguero looking, finding Nick Lara. Nice gain down to the 1-yard line and out of bounds. We'll see if Dimmit can finish it off. Dontre Ewing gives it a shot and gets it into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown. 7-0 Dimmit. Now Farwell with a chance. J.J. Herrera, quarterback, will keep it and take it up the field for a nice little gain, showing off the wheels. A dual threat with some big blocks. Goodness gracious, Farwell blockers. That was lethal. Then Dylan Kirkland takes the pitch. Fumbled. Mendoza from Dimmit recovers. But the Farwell Steers get the win by 1. A lot of great games in week 0. 29-28 is your final.
Let's go Stratford, Friona. 150 degrees on this turf this afternoon. I felt every bit of it. First quarter, no score. Edgar Guerrero with a very nice defensive play, slinging the runner to the ground. Not in my house, says Guerrero. Then later, Stratford's Justin Rivera showing he can play some defense of his own with a nice sack. Stratford known for scoring, but showing off some defense later in the first quarter. 3rd and long, Mason Laughlin with a nice screen pass to Jose Zamundio. He picks up 19 yards and a first down, almost a face mask. Then later in the second quarter, no score. Brad Stowers gonna fumble the exchange, trying to make something happen. Eventually just goes down. He would fumble again, but they would get it back as Stratford showing some defense there. However, there was a lot of scoring after we left. 29-18, the Elks start the season 1-0. Highland Park taking on Vega. And talk about a way to start your season, Jacob. First quarter, no score, opening kickoff. Fernando Corpus drops it, picks it up, and finds a hole and just starts running. Just like Forrest, run, Corpus, run into the end zone. Extra point no good though, 6-0, Highland Park in your lead. Next possession for Vega. More Highland Park. Timothy Thornton gonna recover the Vega fumble. Look at that thing, shot out of there like a cannon. Recovered by the Hornets. Then next possession, Miguel Salcido with a recovery of his own for the Longhorns. So a little back and forth with the turnovers. Then Highland Park with 4th down in the red zone. Gonna get the stop, making the tackle on the 1-yard line. No touchdown as time expired in the half. And it's Highland Park who gets the win. That stop being big for the Hornets. 19-7, your final score in this one.
All right, Matt, let's go to Sunray and Boys Ranch. And we pick it up in the second, 6-0 Sunray. Boys Ranch's Steven Mendoza picks it off. And a little horse collar at the end of the play. And we pick it up, Boys Ranch now still with the ball. Zach Diaz, a deep pass to Dante Pruitt for the touchdown. 7-6 Boys Ranch on top. Nice job there. Sunray, though, firing right back. Mario Lechuga. He would fumble the ball. James Mewborn recovers it. Time winding down now. Diaz looking for Pruitt. Diaz finding Pruitt for a huge gain, but no touchdown. Sunray gets your win, 27-12 over the Rough Riders. Let's go to Tulia now. The Clarendon Broncos in town, and we pick it up. It's third quarter, 33-20 Tulia.
We got the shot sheet after the early show.
Chance McCollar passes. Kevin Bartram intercepts it for a long run the other way.
That's McAneer. He was their quarterback last year. Very good quarterback, might I add.
Thank you, Chance McAneer. Apologize for that. Tulia's got the ball again here. Zane Childers. He's looking for Kevin Bartram. Finds Kevin Bartram, getting it done on offense and defense tonight is Kevin Bartram. And a big gain for the Hornets. Then McAneer, a 20-yard pass out to Charles Mason. Looking, scrambling, finding Mason. Nice job, nice play there, but Tulia too much in this one. How about a big statement by the Hornets, 53-34.
Let's show you a score from a game. Shallow water in Muleshoe. It's shallow water. The Mustangs always pretty good, and looks like they're going to be good again this year. They get the win by a final of 55-14 over the Muleshoe Mules. Booker taking on Spearman. The Kiowas in town visiting the Lynx. Third quarter, Hunter Lyle, so good. His first 2 years of high school, I think he's starting his third year and he's just a junior. Finding Israel Silva for the 10-yard gain, then more Lyle. This time looking, can't find anyone, decides to keep it himself. He can do it both through the air and on the ground, picks up 15 more with his legs, then more Lyle. Looking for Jared Reagan. Finds him in the end zone. I know his brother Chase, a proud older brother. 20-12, Booker in the lead. Then later, Tanner Baird, this time for the Lynx, getting it done on the ground. A nice pickup for Baird, 25 yards, then more Lynx. This time it's Bo Brown. Going to take the handoff inside the red zone, and he's going to take it into the end zone. But it's Booker who gets the win, 28-26.
All right, Matt, we need a score correction, we're told, and we apologize, but it was Borger on top of Bushland.
By
we had
one.
that one. It must have been not an updated score. So Borger gets the win, 20-19 over Bushland. We apologize to those fans and those players, but we'll flip that one around. And now we have to update our standings for our pick'em. So we're going to do that during the break. We'll show you that a little later in the show. Borger gets the win over Bushland in a very tight game, which is kind of a theme here in week 0 of the wrap-up. We've had a lot of one-point margins of defeat, of victory, and that makes for a good high school football season, a good start to the high school football season. We're not anywhere near done yet here on the wrap-up, though. We're going to come back with our small schools, 1A and 6-man next on News Channel 10.